on the same names over and over again.
Yeah. All right, next up, we have David Redkey. David?
You asked for me to speak.
Yes, we did. All right, David, if you would, please give your name for the record and who you're representing, and you have 10 minutes. It is now 2 o'clock.
Okay, I'm David Wayne Redkey. I'm representing myself. And on January 25th, 2007, on my way to work, I worked for CDC Info, third shift. I was T-boned by a commercial tow truck, suffered massive injuries, multiple right rib fractures, traumatic brain injury, etc.
So you're lucky to be here.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
And from that incident, I got a settlement. In response to that, I was represented by attorney James Michael Abernathy from, at the time, Abernathy and Green. Now he works by himself. And I was told to protect this large sum of money, I should be put into what he called a soft conservatorship. To protect, so I'd be able to have it, no one would be able to take the money. It would be through J.P. Morgan Chase. I then had the attorney James William A. Clark, who was the father of one of my classmates from Sunny Slope High School. That's where I graduated from. He represented me to initiate this conservatorship, or what he has in his billing statement, he calls it a light conservatorship. Before Judge Barbara A. Hamner, who has since retired, they did not record the hearing. As I found out by the Arizona Court of Appeals and through the county recorder's office, tried to get a transcript of that hearing. It wasn't recorded. So it was going along, things were going fine until they moved me over to First Western Trust Bank to be the conservator because J.P. Morgan Chase allegedly sold their conservatorship or their guardianship area section years ago. And so I went to First Western Trust Bank. William A. Clark, during this time, was always representing the conservators. I did not know this until I filed a complaint because he wasn't representing me with the bar, and the bar said he does not represent me. And then he switched over to the other side, never got my permission to switch over to the other side, and basically when I started to bring that up, they appointed Mark J. Toit to represent me as guardian ad litem. And basically, since then, First Western Trust Bank stepped out. They put in Stephanie McCollum.
Okay,
and over
excuse me, David, I'm sorry, when you say they, are you talking about the court?
Well, yeah, at the time it was, yes, the court. I mean by they, sorry.
Yeah, I need to, because they is, that's
Yeah,
a big
sorry,
bucket of
yeah.
people, so.
Yeah, sorry.
If you would name the entities that are, when they, I need
Okay.
to know which entity took
Okay.
an action.
Okay, sorry. First Western Trust Bank, when I brought up the issue, they lost a substantial amount of money. Like at the start of the year of 2022, it was $1,808,299.12. During that course of that year, 6 months, they lost around probably $600,000 just through investment or whatever. They just didn't show me. And I filed a complaint about what was happening. I wanted to get out of the conservatorship because it was supposed to be a light conservatorship. I should be able to do any of that. I mean, during this conservatorship, I got associates from GCC. I got 2 bachelors in communication and English, summa cum laude in 2016. 2019, I got a master's in secondary education from ASU. And then in 2023, I got a graduate certificate in rhetoric, writing, and digital media studies from NAU. And somehow I'm considered incapacitated by the court. So I can't control my money. And these the predators like Stephanie McCollum, the Toits, basically are just charging large amounts of money to my estate. And now my wife has served, and we're trying to terminate. I got.
So just a minute, you're still captured in this?
Yes, I am. And Mark J. Toit just actually filed a petition to remove my wife as conservator because we're trying to terminate it.
Just a minute, Senator Payne.
This thank you, Mr. Chair. This Mr. Twait you're referring to, is the same Twait that we already heard about?
The Toit family, they're a family of law. They're all in the same thing, like,
So they're related?
yep, they're
All right.
all,
Cottage
That's good,
industry operators. Okay.
yeah, Paul J. Toit, they actually joined up with, the Scarangeli law firm. And now it's the Toit Scarangeli, but he died, last year, so. Lawrence F. Scarangeli died last year.
Thank you.
So they've got the name of the firm, but,
Yeah, but they're still connected.
All right.
But,
you got
anyway.
5 minutes left, man.
Okay, yeah. So my wife, the worst thing, we tried to terminate it last year, but they wouldn't let it be terminated. The court wouldn't, and that was Judge Lisa Ann Vandenberg wouldn't allow it to be terminated.
Okay, hold on a second. Have you appeared in front of this judge?
Yes.
And she's continuing on this charade?
Yes. And Judge Lemaire is
What's
also,
her name again?
Lisa Ann Vandenberg, who is the presiding disciplinary judge for the AZ bar right now.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Judge Lemaire basically said, I can't represent myself. I tried to do anything I tried to do to get rid of Maza, who is currently running for the Phoenix City Council. He hasn't really fought for me. The best thing he's done for me is got my wife appointed. But we're basically in this, and it's basically taken.
They're stealing from you.
Not just
Essentially.
me, my family, my son.
The corpus of your family estate.
Yep.
Okay.
And my son is actually, he hears about it. He's only 9. He's going to be turning 10 next week.
So I'm sorry to keep interrupting you. This hearing is about elder financial
Yep.
abuse.
I know, but
You don't look like elder.
Yeah, but if it can happen to me, it can happen to anyone.
Well, that's kind of where, thanks for reading my mind. I mean, you've highlighted something that once again makes my blood boil, that we have got a cottage industry that is at work, apparently with the blessing of the court, and this isn't even an elder situation. All right. You got 2 minutes left if you want to wrap it up.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I'm going to have to
yeah.
get your phone number and your email address so that we can follow up with you, sir.
Oh, yeah. But the main issue is that if this can happen to me, this happened in, 2009. I was 26 when it started, and it's still ongoing. I could go, to college. I
Say
could.
that sentence again?
What?
Say that again, please.
It started in
29?
2009, I could go on to college. I went to, GCC. I was in speech and debate, forensics. I won multiple awards in program oral interpretation, which has taken multiple pieces and created one cohesive piece, which shows logic in my ability to understand the situation. And somehow saying I can't manage my own money, if that can happen to me, and I have multiple degrees, how many other people, and I'm a certified teacher, and I can teach students, if that can happen to me, what do you think is going to happen to anyone else that doesn't have my pedigree? And the court's just going to rubber stamp it, and it's going to take so much from our Arizona families.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Just don't run away.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
question, sorry.
Senator Dunn.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, but you said something that they did appoint your wife as a conservator, so, can you clarify that?
Yeah, in 2024, in December in the hearing, they didn't say the medical report was sufficient enough, but I forced my attorney to file a simultaneous one to, at the very least, replace Stephanie McCollum with my wife to at least save cost. And basically, that was the one thing that happened, that was allowed, and my wife took over. And she actually followed what she was talking to me, she got really entrenched in the fiduciary thing, the rules and regulations, and she followed it to a T, because that's what she would do when she was working for M-Corps. She would make sure that the invoices were like that. So when they started putting stuff in that was not correct, and she called it out, she wouldn't pay them. She's like, you need to reduce it, you need to resubmit. And instead of, correcting it, Toit filed to have her removed because he won't pay her or pay him the $40,000 that he's requesting
Okay.
for just reading emails.
Basically extortion.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Mr. Payne? I know, you can't make this stuff up. Mr. Dunn?
I mean, they made a movie about it. I Care a Lot. It's kind of like that on Netflix. They did. It's similar to this, but
I'm sorry, what was that?
the movie I Care a Lot. It's on Netflix. I think it was released in 2022.
And that's your movie, or?
No, it's not my new movie. It was mostly based on like the Britney Spears thing, but it's just the creator of the movie took all the different things that are going on with conservatorships and guardianships, and he made a movie about how fiduciaries can exploit
Right.
their wards to
Right.
profit.
Well, that is becoming abundantly clear.
Yes,
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.